Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. I really do appreciate your time and support on the channel. So today we are starting off some looks with the Colourpop Flutter by palette. I think I'm just going to do 2 days, 2 looks. Beautiful packaging. But I was saying to a friend earlier, the colour story of the palette, guys, just is giving me blah vibes really. So yeah, we're gonna use it, see how I feel about it, do the 2 days 2 looks, and then I can obviously give you a review at the end of those looks. Let's see, maybe going with a shade here, Wild Wing. I think what it is I've got a lot of these kind of palettes, like mauve tones, and I don't feel like I need this one. The Menage a Moi looks a lot better, so I'm just using, I think it's a Zoeva brush. Yeah, the 223 Luxe crease brush. That needs to be blended out. I'll just use this Profusion brush for that. Right, then we're going to go in with a slightly deeper shade. This sequin shade here, it's called Mariposa, and I'm just going to use the same brush, I think. Let me know, guys, what you think of this palette if you've got it in your eyeshadow collection. Because I looked at it this morning when I realised that you guys wanted to see this palette next. And I'm like, oh. I wanted to use the Wet n Wild palette. The one that has all the yellows in it. But we'll use that after this one. I want to go a bit deeper in the outer V, so let's get another brush. Try this one. Just changes this one here. And blend that out. Right, and then I want to use this BH Cosmetics 102 for the shimmer. I'm going to use this down here, it's called Getaway. which I'll spritz as well and see if we can get it any more pigmented. It's definitely metallic, which is nice. Right, so now I'm going to go in with, what's it called? Just Imagine, this shade here for the brow bone highlight. That's a bit dark. It's more pinky than I thought. Right, and then I'm going to go in with this one that is quite pinky. For the inner corner, it's called Sunflower. They're very soft. Then we just need a lash line shade. Let's go in with a mix of Mariposa and Changes. Right, now let's get mascara. So I'm using that Charlotte Tilbury Piloto push-up lashes, which I'm not the biggest fan of. And then I'm going to put on some of that Getaway again. Right, so for the lipstick, I'm just going to go in with the Pure and Barbie collaboration in the shade Innovator. Sorry about the light, guys. So this is the overall finished look. I don't hate it. I think the shimmers that I used are really, really soft and smooth and buttery, so that's a good thing. What did we use? We used Wild Wing, this one here, in the crease. Mariposa in the crease as well. Changes on the outer V and through the lash line with Mariposa. Sunflower on the inner corners, and Just Imagine on the brow bones. So we've used quite a lot of shades already, and I've only just done one look. Part of me kind of wants to put a bit of overpacked glitter on now, just to see what that looks like over the top of the shade that I've got on. Shall we? Yeah, let's do it. Because I'm convinced that I only want to do 2 days, 2 looks with this palette. So that's the glitter. You're not really seeing it. I think it's because it's so dark, that shade. It would probably go on better over one of the lighter ones. But I don't want to do 3 days, 3 looks, and I know what shade I want to use for tomorrow. You are seeing it, I'll just give you a bit of a close-up. It's a nice glitter. The glitter is called Overpacked, like I've just said. Tomorrow I want to focus on this Gotta Fly shade and more of like the plum tones, so kind of concentrate on this area down here. And I think that's it. I think we'll just do the 2 days 2 looks because I'm really not feeling the palette, and then I don't know what I want to do with it after that. Like I said, this shade that I'm wearing today, which is this shade down here, is really pretty, but I've got that shade in other mauve tone palettes, so do I really need to keep it? A friend did say, why don't you just try selling it, but no one would want to buy it, I don't think. I mean, it is really cute packaging. I think that's why I was drawn to it, but compared to, let me just get it, but compared to this one, which is the Menage a Moi, I just like this a lot more. But even this has got those lighter tones in it as well. And it's so similar. Like if you've got the Menage a Moi or the Flutter By, you don't need the other one. I'm going to show you how similar they are. Why on earth I thought I needed both of those palettes is beyond me. But last year I was on collecting Colourpop binge. I'm not really going to be doing that in 2022, I don't think. I do like this Menage a Moi. I think after this Menage a Moi one, we've got 2 more palettes to try, and both of those came in the collection in 2022. So we've got the Plush Like Me and we've got the Barbie palette, and then I don't think I'll be getting anything for a while. That Honeybee palette drew my attention, but I thought it was more yellow than it actually is. It's kind of more neutral. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll leave a picture here. But that was the only one that I was really drawn to. Anyway guys, we're going to leave this video here. Again, that's what the eye look looks like. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for day 2 look 2. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for stopping by today. I really do appreciate it. So today guys, I think we're just doing the final look with the Colourpop Flutter By palette. It is beautiful. It is a beautiful colour story, but it just, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because I've used quite a few mauve tone palettes lately, but it's giving me kind of blah vibes. But that's not something personal against the palette, it's more personal against me. The packaging is absolutely stunning, isn't it? And then obviously that's the colour story there. So like I said in yesterday's video, I really want to focus on these deeper shades down here. I'm going to go in with a couple of lighter shades as well. So let's try Made to Last, this one here, in the crease. And I'm gonna like do the mirror this way because yesterday the ears was like all over the place, so I'm just gonna try and hold it like differently by the ears. So let's go in with Made to Last. Yeah, I think that's better. I think I'll bring you a bit closer as well. I've got a bit too much bronzer on my nose. Bit too much on the left eye. Right, what do we want to go in with now? We used Cha-Cha Changes yesterday, which is this one down here, so I don't want to use that really. I think we're just going to go in with a deeper shade then. So this one Angel BB. Or is it Angel Baby? One of the other really. So we're just gonna go into the crease with it. That's pretty dark. Right. Okay, now I just need to blend that out. And I'm going to go in with this Profusion brush that I used yesterday. And we'll go in with the shade Lush. I've not used that yet. Okay, right, what we're doing now. These two here are the ones that I use for like inner corner and brow bone. They're a little bit too deep. I'm just going to go in with the same shade I used yesterday, which is called Just Imagine, just for the brow bone. It's a little bit too pink, which makes sense as it's a mauve tone palette. Now I think these lighter shades would go really well with this glitter here called Overpacked. I did use the glitter in yesterday's look and you could see it just, but I think with the two lighter shades, especially this shade here called Sunflower, it would look really nice. I'm not going to do that in a look for this time just because I'm not really feeling the palette that much, but maybe in the future maybe I'll pull it out again and do another look with it. I don't know what I want to do with it. I don't know whether I just want to declutter it, but it's a brand new palette. I've only used it twice now, and that's one for the swatches and then two for these two looks. I don't really want to be decluttering brand new palettes. Right, so now then I'm going to go in with Gotta Fly on this BH Cosmetics 119 brush. That's nice. Gonna leave a bit of a gap. We'll spritz this as well and see if we can get it more pigmented, but that is a nice eyeshadow. Normally it's not me either. It's a little bit too red tone for me normally, this. They're very creamy and buttery though, these eyeshadows, which I like. I feel like in the £12 Colourpop really did improve their formula. Okay, where's my spray? So it's going to be quite smoky today compared to yesterday's look, which was quite neutral. Right, so I'm going to use this Anastasia brush that I got in a palette, and I'm going to go in with Sunflower, this one here that we used yesterday, just for the inner corner, and blend it out on this shade as well. I'm not liking that. I might have to go over that. Yeah, I'm not liking that over. I should have just used Gotta Fly all over. Let's see if we can repair it. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Right, now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques brow brush. And what are we going to use? I think I'm going to use this last shade on this row. It's called Float On. Now, this one is a brown. It's not really got a lot of maroon in it. I might actually... Yeah, let's go into both that one and that one, Angel Baby, and mix them. Right, so this one is a little bit more blown out, but I'm just going to leave it. Because it's quite dark, I don't want to make it worse than it already looks. Right, now then guys, I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury little mascara I've got. It's a Pillow Talk Push Up Lashes. Now, I've been saying in the last couple of videos I don't really like it. The one claim that it does is it does push up your lashes. I think what I need to do is probably pair it with another mascara and see how that looks. I just want to try it for a week first, a full week, and then get my opinion. But you can see it's pushing. Right, so I'll just come a bit closer. You can definitely see it's pushing up the lash. I just feel like it's not giving me volume, and it's not giving me that false lash effect that I really do like, but it doesn't claim to do that, I don't think. So I think maybe in a few days I'll pull this one. So it's the Essence False Lash Princess, and I've not used that in a very long time. So I bought a new one to try, and we'll mix them and see how I like that, if I like it any better. But I can tell you now, I wouldn't pay £23 for this. I just don't like it enough. Right, so now I'm going to go in with Gotta Fly again, so that one there. Just on the ring finger. This is a little bit dry, but it does pack a punch. I'm so looking forward tomorrow to be using that Wet n Wild palette. I think it's in Call Me Sunshine or something like that. It's a yellow palette that I've had for a while and I've just not used it, so. Right, so I'm just going to use my Project Pan lippy. It's the Dior one and it's the shade Underground. It's 420 Underground, and as you can see there's barely anything left. So I really do want to make more of an effort to use this. And my lips are so dry as well, so it's quite good because it's that hybrid kind of lipstick between a lipstick and a lip gloss, and it wears off as well like a lip tint. Right, so now I'm just going to blend out the eyeshadow and then we're done. Then we can talk about the palette, my thoughts on it, even though you've had them really throughout the video. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Like I said, I did go a bit overboard on this bottom lash line here, but it's all good. Right, so the palette, let's start with the packaging. Palette guys, let's start with the packaging. So the packaging is absolutely stunning, especially if you like butterflies. It's just absolutely gorgeous. The colour story is nice. Like I said, I think I'm only like this with the palette because I have got so many of these tones in my collection, and when you've got so many of these tones in your collection and you're using the palettes to try and get reviews on them, to try and do a ranking video, you're going to get a little bit fed up. So yeah, I mean, I do like it. Am I in love with it? No, not by a long stretch. Is it my favourite Colourpop 12 pan? No, not at all. But if you like this colour story, would I recommend it? Yeah. But if you've got the Menage a Moi, then no, because they are really similar. I think I'm going to do some comparisons between this one and the Menage a Moi so you can see just how similar they are in this video though, because it's going to be too long. But yeah, I think I'll do that in an upcoming video. I know they are really similar because I compared them yesterday side by side. But yeah, it is a beautiful palette. The formula of the eyeshadows are very smooth, the shimmers. At first I thought you only got 3 shimmers in it, but then I saw that this one was an actual shimmer as well, so I do think you get a lot of versatility. Some of the shades are so similar. It's like Wild Wing and Lush are going to look similar on the eyelid, and then Made to Last and Lush are going to look similar on the eyes, and Wild Wing and Mariposa are going to look similar on the eyes as well. It's just those 4 eyeshadows that are going to look really similar, but I feel like Colourpop could have been a bit more imaginative with the palette and put some different shades in. But yeah, I mean, I do really like the palette. Love the packaging. Don't know if I'll declutter it. I guess you need to watch out for that in the ranking video. That'll be coming up really soon, because like I said, I have only got 3 more palettes to use and then we can do that, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'll be ranking all my bigger eyeshadow palettes together. Now I've got one of the really big ones that they do. That one is the Fade into Hue palette. Then I've got that Truly Madly Deeply, and then I've got quite a few of these 12 pan palettes, so they'll all be ranked together just because I don't have more than one of the bigger palettes that they do. I can't remember how many shades you get in those big palettes. It's probably around 30 or 25, but yeah, they're all going to get ranked together. So again, this is the overall eye look. Don't forget guys, let me know which look you like the best, 1 or 2. Let me know what you think of that particular palette. I'd love to know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.